Welcome to the Unlimited Mindset, how to have more success, time, freedom, and peace of mind with your host, Camilla Calberg. Are you ready for an easier way to create a great life? Learn to shift what no longer serves you. On the Unlimited Mindset, you develop understanding, awareness, and knowledge of being consciously aware. Camilla knows firsthand what results you can achieve when you commit yourself. She is the trusted advisor to successful leaders in the pharmaceutical industry with a desire to share what she knows with you. You are your own leader. Everything starts and ends with you. If you're ready to commit consistently and grow your mind, join in. The Unlimited Mindset starts now.
Welcome to another episode of the Unlimited Mindset. I have looked forward to connecting with you again. If you don't know me, my name is Camilla, and I'm here to help you create a better life. One of the things I'm doing this is by sharing my own story and sharing the tools that I used to create abundance in my life and this unlimited mindset. Today, we're honing in on something that really seemed to be a stepping stone in how I transformed my life. It's that secret of being the captain in your life. And I share this story, hoping that this inspires you to reflect whether you are the captain in your life, or maybe there's someone else who actually directs your ship right now. Let me tell you my story. I have some questions. Ready to dive deep in? I am. All right. For most of my life, I wasn't the captain in my life. No one told me about being the captain in my life, or in the life of yours. But what I did was that I conformed to societal expectations and how I believed I should show up, and also that of having a career. But it affected me on various levels, and really on a deeper level in my life. And that's why I share this story. So you see, in 2016, that was the year when I founded my first company. I went out as an advisor, serving amazing people. I did it really well, at least as I say, and I got this in a lot of assignments. I was in the pharma industry and other industries as well, serving amazing clients, helping these companies, organizations create transformation, implement what they needed to do in order to have more success. And I had success as well, but I was also ready to try something out, something differently in my life. And I was told, hey, stay, because you do it really well. Yes, I did it really well, but it didn't really, or maybe frame it differently. I was ready for something differently. And I let the broker that I worked for control my life. I gave away the control, and I was no longer the captain in my life. And I was very, very aware that I had given away the control of my life. I've given away the key to my heart when it comes from a professional standard and perspective in life. And it made me really, really sad. And it took me a long time to figure out that I was not ready. I was no longer ready to give other people the control of my life. But it was not only in my private life, and it was not only in my professional life that I was actually not the captain in my life. It was also happening in my private life. In my private life, I was in a relationship that didn't really serve me. That's how it is. That's sometimes how relationships are. But I was also with people who wanted me to show up in a different way, in a way that was so not me, in a way that was not in alignment of who I really, really am and how I want to show up in life. And that affected me as well. It affected my mental health. It affected my happiness. By that, mental health is also level of happiness. But I had no idea what to do. And that was this series, this episode is all about, because you can break free from those circumstances and you can reclaim the power of your life. So how did I do this? How did I do this? That's a really good question, right? But before I share how I did it, I would ask you some questions. And some of these questions I have here on my notes. Who controls your life right now? Who controls your life? If you get to be really raw, really honest, and really just you, do you control your life? And if you say, no, I don't, say without judging yourself, because you come to the point of awareness, of a choice point, that now actually you do have that opportunity to change what's no longer serves you. And in the realization that you're no longer the captain of your life. Why is that so? Why is it that you have given away control of your life to someone else? It's worth thinking about, because what we say in the circles that I'm in is that how you do anything is how you do everything. Let me say that again. How you do anything is how you do everything. And you can see from the story I just shared that I gave away control of my life in my professional arena, and boom, it also happened in my private life. We are holistic beings. So how we show up in life, that's how we show up. And it may sometimes be a disservice to ourselves. But good news is we can change it when we are ready. So what about listening to your heart? That is what I did. Start listening to your heart. When I ask my clients, what does your heart tell you? What do you want to do? People are so in their heads space, so logical, like I'm gonna do. I say, what does your heart tell you? Your heart knows the way to your North Star. And so was it, my body responding now. So was it in my case, in my situation. And I had to slow down to tap into my heart and this heart-to-heart conversation with myself, asking the questions that were so scary, my body responding now, so scary, so vulnerable. And the flip side of that is also so liberating. What do you really, really want, Camilla? That is not an easy piece of work. To really dare to tap into your heart and listen to what your heart is telling you what you want to do. And I discovered from a professional perspective, I was no longer would no longer tolerate to give away control of how I wanted to show up and clients I wanted to serve. I love the clients I served, I love the customers, but it was going to be on my terms, not on someone else's terms, because that's not me. And I guess that's also for you. Do it on your terms, on your terms. And that also happened, that realization also occurred in my private life. Is that how I showed up in my private life? I was serving someone else, but it wasn't on my terms. I'm not saying, are you going to go in full ego, just picking up your own needs? That's not what I say, and that's not what I encourage you to do. But what I encourage you and welcome to do is really tap into your heart space and really be raw, be you, and sense, is that what you're doing right now? Does that set you up for success? Do you have that happiness in life that you want? Really be happy. And if not, it's time for a change. And that's what I did. It was time for a change. And it was not the easy way to do the change. But the first step was to be clear on the direction I wanted to take. And as I was working on my deep inner knowing that I was wanting to create a life that would serve me and that I love, then it was about finding the way, the pathway to freedom. And may sound strong. For me, it's like pathway to freedom, but that is pathway to freedom. When you start to create a life that you truly love, that's truly in alignment of who you are. And I came to that point of realization that the way I wanted to do this, stepping out of my current engagement and tapping into what I love the most, that also meant saying no to something. And that's what, for me, it meant saying no to a lot of assignments in order for me to slow down and then find my inner peace and then find out how I was going to realize and create the future that would serve me and would be on my terms. After the break, I will share some more tools that you can use as well so that you can create your life on your terms. And yes, it may be scary to do this, but I will encourage you to do this, creating your life on your terms. If you want more happiness in life, you want more freedom in life, and you want to live a life on your terms, and I'm here to support you if you want a conversation, obviously, but don't not say no to that opportunity. All right, so stay tuned, because after the break, we're going deep dive. Welcome back from the break. All right, I hope you now have a pen and paper. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of this episode. But we're talking about creating the life, creating your dream life on your terms. Just before the break, I shared that I was not actually living the life on my terms. I had given away the control of my life. I was no longer the captain of my life. But now I came to the point of realization where I was ready to really listen to my heart. And now I'm going to give you some more tools on how you can create a life that would serve you, give you more peace of mind, freedom, happiness, and gratitude for what is. I know people say, but it's scary to really claim your life. It's scary to tap in to my heart space. When people I work with, and I know it myself, that They can't even connect at first to the heart. But you can, and you must not give up. There was one client recently that was struggling to connect with her heart. And I helped her find a way how she could connect to her heart. And this very simple but very useful hack tip may be it may serve you as well. The one thing that I know to be true that's working when you want to connect with your heart and find out what you really, really want in life is by slowing down. Slowing down is magic. What do I mean by slowing down? It's really slow down. Can be as going for a walk. Don't hear the ebook, whatever, right? Music. Slow down and connect, because there's so many thoughts spinning you downwards, but you want to entertain thoughts that spin you upwards. So it's about slowing down and really allow yourself to remove all the clouds, all the thoughts that is spinning in your head. And I did it the same way. I was slowing down, and I practiced slowing down for a long time before I really tapped into my heart space. And when I slowed down, it was so clear to me why I was wanted to create my dream life, and what wouldn't be included in that. I knew that by living my dream life, I would step into what I love the most, my passion, and that way I have the drive, and that is to connect with you, to serve you, and to help you create a better life. That is my true calling, and that is what my heart was telling me. And the way I could do it was to break free of the environment that I actually been a part of, and create my own environment. Yes, not sure whether it was scary, because when you want to break free, it also means letting go and saying no. I said no to several assignments on my journey of breaking free. In the beginning, I also said no to money, right? Because this could be this money, and this money. But I knew I was on a journey to something really big and bigger, a journey that would serve me and my family. And that is for you too. Whatever journey you want to go on, whatever calling in life you feel, right? It's about letting go and saying no, and then really stay true and believe that this course is meant for you. That's what I did. Let me just check my notes. And I was just pausing here on my note, because that's actually is why I have given the title of my show, The Unlimited Mindset. When I chose to break free, when I chose to follow my heart, when I chose to create my dream life, something really, really interesting happened. My body is responding now. My mind started to expand exponentially. That's the unlimited mindset. That is the unlimited mindset. I started to understand the fears that was entertaining and that was bubbling in my body. I started to realize the limiting beliefs that I have entertained, the lies that I lived my life on, everything where that had been my platform, or the platform for my life so far. But in hindsight, you could see that maybe not everything served me the way I really wanted to serve. myself and how I want to show up in the world. Also, I was conforming to social and societal standards, expectations. And I realized now in this unlimited mindset, unlimited mind, that I was role modeling leaders who had a style that was not mine. I was role modeling leaders, had a style, a leadership style that was not mine. I am much more caring, loving. I love to give hugs. I love to express my gratitude. But those I was surrounded with didn't do that. So I started to be very shift. But the moment I decided to break free and create the life that served me, that my deep inner soul, the calling back to who I really am, suddenly being playful start to come back. Suddenly showing love and appreciation and gratitude, hugging people was coming back, because no longer conforming to a standard that was not me, and was not meeting how I really want to show up in the world. That was very interesting. And I bet when you take a step back and start claiming your life, start creating the life on your terms, and start framing how you want to live your dream life and who you want to be and become, you suddenly start to realize, hey, maybe that was how I was when I was 10. Maybe that's how I was when I was 17 and when I started in the university. That is your true self, maybe. That at least was my discovery. And I even had a discovery this morning. It's gone now. But there was another hack that actually I'm coming back to who I am. And that is the unlimited mindset in a very big, broader perspective, in a bigger game, but also how you show up in life and how you serve your team members, your family members, and yourself. So my questions to you is, what would prevent you from creating your life on your terms? What would hold you back? Is it fear of taking control? Would it be fear of failure? Would it be fear of not being good enough? Would it be fear that you can't do it? Don't do it? There's a lot of fear showing up. And fear is good because it protects you. But fear also keeps you in the comfort zone, a comfort zone that may not serve you. So my love to you, and my lovely nudge and push to you, is to start embracing those fears, dance with your fears, so that the fears do no longer keep you hostage in your life, but actually you let them go. Because I'm good enough, I'm okay, I can make it. Start embracing the unknown, start creating your dream life, the life that you so much want on your terms. If you want my help, you know how to find me, Camilla Calberg coaching.com. You're not alone in this game. Remember this. It's nice to have someone to talk to and have some guidance, someone who's done this before you. And it may be someone who is actually out of your inner circle, someone who can show up as your trusted advisor, and where you can just show up as who you are. That's how I did my journey. That's how I transformed. Most of my people in my inner network, they have no idea of the transformation I've done. Maybe they can see it from the outside, but they had no clue on the transformation I've done on the inner side. And that's what counts. Someone told me the other day that now that person was very successful, but deep down, the person wasn't successful. Certain success, right? Wasn't happy. So you want to do that inner work and stay true to your course so that you can claim and create your dream life. Of course, I know your future is waiting for you. The same way me. I created my future and I created my freedom. And that's what I want to say. Your freedom, your future is waiting for you. You get to embrace it. You get to embrace it. And just as we're coming to the end of this episode, there's two questions I want to ask you. What could you create more of if you followed your heart? What could you create more if you followed your heart? And how differently would life be if you followed your heart? I shared my story today. Part of it, I have many stories to share. But I shared the story of me saying no to my, at that time, current life and saying yes to my future, saying yes to my dream life. And when looking back, I'm so proud of what I did. I was so proud of that choice point. And I know you will too. You will be so proud of yourself that you chose the direction where you said yes to your future. If this inspired you, continue tapping into your heart space and owning that dream. Reach out if you want to have a conversation. I'm here to help. I'm here to support. Remember, you're not going to be alone on this amazing journey of yours. Your freedom and future is waiting for you, and it's just around the corner. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Sending you much love. Bye for now.
You have been listening to The Unlimited Mindset: How to Have More Success, Time, Freedom, and Peace of Mind. Tune in every first and third Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com with your host, Camilla Calberg, as she helps you create a great life in an easier way. Learn the why, what, and how of conscious awareness and shift what no longer serves you. Camilla knows firsthand what results you can achieve when you commit yourself. Create your future today. For more information, visit calbergcoaching.com.